So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And that gets things running. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Gerard Piqué. He's just about the toughest opponent you can imagine when it comes to one-on-one tussles, Peter. Pretty much unbeatable in the air or on the ground. He's also very comfortable on the ball and quite adept at picking a pass, whether it be long or short.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Now it's Lampard. Adriano. Now it's Ibrahimovic. He's found a way past. It's Ibrahimovic! Now, who's going to be first to this?
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And here's Ibrahimovic. Rijkaard, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Barcelona still without a single shot on target. Adriano. Ibrahimovic! Off the post! And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played.
It's Adriano! Irwin is, of course, well known for his dancing feet. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Lampard. Now it's Ibrahimovic. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Gattuso. Great ball, and he's in here. Van Dijk did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Del Piero! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front! Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
So the first moment of real significance.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Van der Sar with the clearance. Adriano constantly looking for the ball into the box. Big chance! And that is wildly off target.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Pirlo kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And there's the end of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, it's obvious, Peter, that this team was set up to play on the break, and their opponents pretty much played right into their hands, so no wonder they've got their tails up at half-time.
Barcelona head for the dressing room in possession of a 1-0 lead. And we are already promptly back underway.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting...
There's the shot! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Now that looks a decent ball. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Oh, perfectly measured that. And he's in on goal. It's gone in! He's put through his own net!
Oh, it's unfortunate. Took a touch off the defender, and that can happen.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Well, that's something you don't expect at a match like this, but I get...
And there's the shot! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Yeah, that's a decent try when you consider the range.
And it's Lampard. And he's worked it through. Rummenigge. And the shot! Oh, nice. Just not quite.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Neymar, will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Has a shot! What a hit, what a hit! A rocket and some! About as smooth as it gets! "3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Back in possession and ready to go again. Ibrahimovic. It's Ibrahimovic! Oh, that's a waste.
Well, that's a sign that he clearly feels the need to take it upon himself to try and get his side back into this.
Lampard looking to pass their way through.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Floated through. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Tries to pass it through. No foul, says the referee. And it's Hazard. Hazard going face-to-face with his great rival. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Cannavaro. Gattuso. Hazard. Adriano. Can he spark a counter here? Pirlo is strong enough. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Passing, real chance! Messi! From another planet! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order!
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. What a satisfying performance. A performance at times of determination and occasionally magic. Simply, they had all the right answers. Del Piero taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Barcelona definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Ah, he's given it away. And he's on his way. Chance for a shot. He's scored.
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
He's had a shot! Wonderful from Del Piero! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments!
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
So smooth, a signature finish.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it. You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Cruyff ploughing through the middle. And a shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Now it's Del Piero. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he's had it nicked away, looking for the run. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. And it's Rashford. Rashford going face-to-face with his great rival.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And the shot! Oh, it's hit the post! Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to save from up here, I know. No outsmarting him this time. Rummenigge has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Adams. And it's Rijkaard.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Now it's Del Piero. A probing pass. There's the header! Oh, the ball's run. Oh, he's been caught on it here.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Seedorf. And it's half-time here. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. Reflections on the first half?
Well, I think the manager should be pretty happy that his side managed to come in on level terms. Things seem to be going a little against them, but they stemmed the tide, got their equaliser, and I think we're in for an exciting second half now.
That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Mateus, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. That has not gone well. And he's had a hit!
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully.
Irwin goes on a charge down the left. Beckenbauer.
Bangladesh clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this.
And the finish!
Can't be expected to deliver anything better than that. This is heroic keeping.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Cruyff. Rijkaard simply refused to be outdone there. He's in a great position here.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Neymar cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
And it's Cruyff. Cruyff will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Cruyff. Messi. No, he wasn't going to be fooled.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Just eases him off the ball. Irwin is, of course, well known for his dancing feet. It's a throw-in.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 25, Karl-Heinz Rummenigge. Number 14, Neymar. Number 16, Ferrin. Number 9, Del Piero.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Coming on the field, number 8, Dennis Law. Number 15,
And it's Lampard. And this is Thiago. It's Thiago!
Number 7.
Cleared without hesitation. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. A draw, and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum shifts, highly entertaining until the very end.
And a quick announcement.
Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, a decent draw, Peter, with a good mix of action and plenty...
Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
Milan.
I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Oh, that was wicked, a truly wicked effort.
Yeah, certainly could have been something so much more.
Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Trent Alexander-Arnold is one of the more productive players around, despite being a defender. When you look at his stats and see his contributions, you can realise how key a player he really is. And I suppose in many ways you can call him the perfect example of the modern fullback.
And he's had a hit! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Barcelona with the corner, they're first. Defending of the desperate variety. He's going for goal! Milan are looking to go forward now. Yaya Toure is the team's great visionary. Now it's Shevchenko. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. And no, that was never going to make it. Costa Curta. Rijkaard cuts it out. Olise. Alexander-Arnold. And across it goes. And Shevchenko! Oh, nearly, but not quite. Oh, they can break here. Irwin. And here's Thiago. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Chance! Lampard. Thiago. Irwin. Strong running down that left flank. Oh, good read. Adams. And the pass is intercepted. Rummenigge. And here's Thiago. Nice interception, well timed.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
And it's Yaya Toure. Looking to pass their way through. Irwin wins the duel this time. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Played back in. Rummenigge. Oh, smashing header! Goal!
Look, there are always tactical adjustments for any coach to make at half-time, but when your star man gives you a critical lead just before the break, everyone will be paying extra attention. It really is the ideal tonic.
It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
1 minute added time.
A 1-0 lead established. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Barcelona.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
He's gone for goal! And he has kept it out somehow.
Neymar is offering a right smile there.
Barcelona have their second corner now. Maldini gets it away. The ball has bounced loose now. And he's let fly! Great effort, but no way through. Neymar. Costa Curta. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Makalele. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Rummenigge proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Thiago!
Thiago made it all look so simple there before he invited his own complications.
Costa Curta. Costa Curta going full tilt down the left. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, there'll be no accusations of a lack of effort. They're giving as good as they get when it comes to chances.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Chance here to counter. Now it's Neymar. Lampard. Now it's Neymar. Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Rijkaard.
Barcelona really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
And here's Shevchenko. Neymar receives it in a wide position. Baresi clears it away. Mateus. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Ah, that's a fine interception. Barcelona must do something here, and very quickly.
Look, their path is set. They have to take risks in every situation now.
Neymar. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Mateus.
Barcelona really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort, at times effervescence, but just one goal to show for all of that.
And we come to
Your
you
reflection.
now.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. Olise! Goal! Milan! And Milan have the lead. What a delicious goal, stroked in like a maestro.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And Del Piero! Oh, full marks for that effort.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
Makaleli. Alexander-Arnold for Olise. Yaya Toure. Looking for the run. And this is Neymar. Neymar! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time.
Irwin. Alexander-Arnold did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Decent progress down the left. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Nicely weighted ball. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Barcelona clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
He's on the move, and he's going to have to go it alone. Adams, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Makaleli. Looking to pass their way through. Might be danger here. And the shot! It's in! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Complete awareness. He understood what was needed, and he executed it smoothly.
Yeah, the goal was really well worked. Look, the game is a constant search for space, and he found a pocket.
So that's two now without reply.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
He's tried one! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? And this is Shevchenko. Knocks it into space. And the shot! Relentless! Just relentless! And they're at it again in double quick time. More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Well, when you get in that position, it's all about composure. Panic can't come into it, and it didn't.
Milan find a position of real strength now.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
It's Thiago! And the keeper threw out a limb.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
And this could be the final action of the first half. There's the header! No, he didn't quite meet it right. Costa Curta. And there's the end of the first half. Well, I don't think many people saw this coming ahead of kick-off.
And a quick reminder today that parking in the area around the stadium is strictly forbidden. Please use parking provided by the club or any other paid parking facilities in the area.
There's the start of the second half.
Barcelona really have played into their opponent's hands here, Peter, and they need to sharpen up. They'll get chances in this second half, I'm sure of that. They just have to make sure they don't waste them.
Rummenigge. Can he get it through? Rummenigge. And the shot! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. And he's there to clear it. Rummenigge. Plays a sharp little ball here. Big chance, must be! There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Lampard! Lampard! They want to be quick to recover this. Oh, what has happened here? Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And it's Del Piero. Costa Curta simply refused to be outdone there. Shevchenko. Rummenigge. Oh, that's been cut out, well played. And that is a little undercooked. And it's Fernandes. Rummenigge. Now it's Del Piero. He is through here. It's a promising position. Oh, that was vital. Makaleli. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Yaya Toure. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. He won't be happy with that one. Thiago. Lampard. Aimed beyond the defence. Face to face with the keeper. Well, he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Alexander-Arnold. And it's Yaya Toure. Some really good ball movement. Olise. He's having a shot! And somehow he kept it out.
Well, he looked pretty much unstoppable there. The only thing missing was the finish, of course.
And that has been cleared. Very nicely done. And the shot's on here. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. Well, that has not gone well. Makaleli. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Maldini. Neymar is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. And that is it, the referee has seen enough. Barcelona cannot spin this any other way. They came up against opponents who were thrilling, at times unplayable, who simply brushed them off.
And a quick reminder
So Jim,
today
how do
to
you
please
reflect
stay-
on... Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And already we're underway here. Luis Suarez, the man who spearheaded that famous front three, a striker whose achievements were simply glorious.
Just a machine, Peter. Energetic, tireless, constantly pinning.
It's Snyder! Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
Well, that is one way to stop him. Rummenigge, Del Piero. Del Piero!
Del Piero made it all look so simple there before he invited his own complications.
Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Thiago. A lot of space ahead of him. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Thiago. And here's Del Piero. This looks promising. He won't be happy with that one. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. That's a lovely, neat pass. And this is Messi. He might be in here! There's a no-nonsense tackle.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Now it's Snyder. Thiago. And now the breakaway. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Goes looking wide. Now who's going to be first to this? Oh, that is asking for trouble. Thiago did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Now it's Luis Suarez. Knocks it into space. Looking for options for movement. He's got away. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Irwin has it out wide and in space. Alvarez tries to play it through. Well, that's beautifully weighted. He has found the way through. Chance for a shot! There it is!
Well, that's very much changed the complexion. It's also changed mindsets and moods in both teams, and it had to be him.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all...
It's Thiago! He scored! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye! Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break, all square. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Barcelona will be pretty happy with the way they've performed so far. They remained calm after going behind, and they were able to raise the intensity, get their equaliser. So this isn't bad at all.
Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Well, he's felt that, hasn't he? Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Now it's Alvarez. And the shot's on here. Luis Suarez! It's there!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here.
A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
And now he has two. Santos get themselves into the lead.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Corner number 2 then. Big header! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
And here's Alvarez, and he's been shifted off it.
Alvarez really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Strong challenge, that could leave a mark. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. No way through. Messi.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Pinches it off him. Fermin. Barcelona have it back and can go again. Rummenigge. Conte. Schneider. And he was quick to react. And that's a dangerous... Shapes to shoot! That is delicious! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down! Wow, it's Luis Suarez! Oh, that's incredible! And that may just do it! That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
That's what he lives for, Peter, not a lot more to add.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Fernandez. And it's Thiago. Little doubt, that is a foul. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Irwin. It's a threatening ball. Can he finish? That's a half-decent try.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Rummenigge goes steaming forward. Rummenigge! And the keeper couldn't hold it. A collective sigh of relief from the defence. A poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Well, that was intense, an enjoyable contest that either could easily have won, ultimately decided by just the odd goal. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Barcelona, absolutely shocking here. Shockingly porous down the middle.
Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters, who are ready now to perform. Things have got underway here pretty promptly.
Giuliano Belletti will undoubtedly have a very busy game here, Peter. He's good going in both directions and has a very impressive engine.
One of those who's become a cult hero for every club he's represented. Famously, of course, 3 years in Catalonia and 1 goal, the winner in a European final.
Yeah, well, who could forget that? But first and foremost, I see him as someone who always puts in and on a shift. He'll do everything his manager asks him to do and will rarely let you down.
Thiago! Dani Olmo. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Neymar. And it's Neymar! Neymar! This boy is showbiz! That is a gem! An absolute gem! Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
So the game's for... Well, what's he giving here? Barcelona presented with a golden opportunity here. The chance to pull further clear. That is some save from De Gea! Cross goes in. It's a mighty effort! That's going to go a long way. Rijkaard did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And it's Sneijder. And here's Suarez. And here's Messi. Messi! Messi! Genius! A finish of true class! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed.
Has a shot! Oh, split-second reaction.
Rummenigge is offering a wry smile there.
That's an imaginative pass. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
He's tried one! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Santos with the corner, there first. Big header! Oh, that pass isn't the best. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. Cannavaro does well to stand firm and defend it. Nice sequence of passes, this. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Sneijder can see things others simply cannot. He won't be happy with that one. Mateus.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Oh, nice touch. And he's only too happy to take that back. And we've reached half-time. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. And we are up to the break.
Well, for us neutrals, this is fantastic. If you're a fan from either side, it's unpleasant. And as for the managers, check your heart rate.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Barcelona clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Dani Olmo. Now, what about a counter-attack? Dani Olmo really struggling to influence the game.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
Now it's Thiago, just eases him off the ball. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And that is expertly dealt with. Mateus. Dani Olmo. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And it's Neymar. He's having a go! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
No, he didn't quite meet it right. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, just skips past his man. Conte. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's made its way to him. It's Neymar! Oh, he's hit the bar! Cannavaro getting this one clear. Rijkaard plays it long. And here's Neymar. And Neymar! Now it's Dani Olmo. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies.
Chance, surely! Oh, no. That could be a costly miss.
That could yet prove very pivotal. Chances like that just can't be wasted.
Plays a sharp little ball here. Real chance! And the keeper couldn't hold it. Goal! Santos! And the comeback is complete. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky, it'll come your way.
Oh, what has happened here? Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Out for a throw. Takes the shot! Oh, that's a waste. Mateus.
2 added minutes.
Thiago.
Indicated.
Dani Olmo. Lovely, now then. Can he finish? No mistake! They have stolen level at the last! Here's and there goes the final whistle. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks winner of course, but the crowd largely satisfied. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Well, it looks like a big game. Takes a shot! And it's a goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead, and how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
So, a breakthrough already. Played back in. Plays it across. That's a decent clearance. Barcelona leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Pirlo. And it's Rijkaard. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And here's Lewandowski. He's had it taken off him. Now it's Neymar. Mateus. And this is Thiago.
Manchester United, just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter.
It's Lewandowski! And that would have been some goal.
Oh, that's a great chance from a really swashbuckling run. His manager will be wanting more of that.
Manchester United with the corner, they're first. Irwin getting this one clear. Good take, and is he in? Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Irwin. Szoboszlai. Berbatov looking to add to his goal. And it's Musiala. And this is Lewandowski. Lewandowski! And he has kept it out somehow.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Manchester United have their second corner now. Thiago gets it away. And now they can spring out of defence. Plays a sharp little ball here. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That's a lovely pass. Can he finish? It's there! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah.
It's Lewandowski. He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post.
Substitutions taking place.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Musiala. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it. They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And that'll be the final action of the first half. Barcelona go in at half-time on a comfortable 2-goal cushion.
And now, Please turn towards the screen for a special presentation featuring our guest performers today. Substitution in progress.
And the second half gets underway. And that is a little undercooked. Szoboszlai is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. It's played through for him. He's picked his way through. Szoboszlai! Superb from Szoboszlai! He's got himself an absolute peach. Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
It's shocking, the ease with which he was able to get into the space, and a player of his quality was highly unlikely to miss that.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. And it's Thiago. Great vision. He has a look up. He's looking wide. Now there's a fight. There's the shot! Keeper's not concerned by that.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it. Barcelona are clearly enjoying a very good spell. The flow of momentum is bang in their favour.
Decent progress down the left. Crosses it. He's got tall. Read the delivery beautifully, but got the finish all wrong. Dixon. Thiago will not want to lose out here. And Berbatov! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. Over the hills and far away. No catching them now. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Looking for the run, and the pass is intercepted. Rijkaard. Nicely weighted ball. He has found the way through. Could move up a gear here. Now it's Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai charging forward, the ball at his feet. He might be in, shot a goal! Sticks it away! And this is getting ridiculous, borderline crazy.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
And yes, it's him again. It's become a case of men against boys. Dixon. Rijkaard. Musiala did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Can he get on the end of this? The message is clear. None shall pass.
Added minute has been indicated.
There will be 4 extra minutes. Messi. Oh, that's well spotted. Baresi. Musiala! He's scored! A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
And you can see he meant every bit of...
So that's it, it is all over. Well, that was a tale of 2 very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific, the other quite the opposite in all of those areas. The result, a very accurate reflection of what we saw. Berbatov taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Barcelona definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, This has just been a great day.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters, who are ready now to perform. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. He's had it taken off him. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Cafu got a long way forward to join the attack. Oh, delightful ball. Oh, he's been flattened there. Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given. Penalty. Barcelona have themselves a chance from the spot. This to go one up. That is some save from Khan. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. That pass has been... Goes for a shot! They want to be quick to recover this.
we're in the presence of goalkeeping greatness.
And the shot! Van Dijk. Well, that has not gone well. And he's managed to get free. Rummenigge showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And the pass is intercepted. Neither side yet able to find the net. Now it's Lampard. No, he refuses to take the bait. David Villa. Rijkaard promptly onto that, and that is that. Some really good ball movement. Pumas looking to get their possession game going here.
Yeah, it can be very stylish and expansive to watch if they get it to the standard we know they can. But what's key is the number of ballers in the team. As long as they don't lose the purpose, if they keep the purpose and the urgency, all will be well.
McAllister is always scanning the pitch for targets. Donatoni, and that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Van Dijk did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Rijkaard cuts it out. And it's Del Piero.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Defending of the desperate variety.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Neymar. Neither of these two want to come up. A header! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Oh, it was such a clever pass that flummoxed the defence, and it could well be revisited, this.
Nicely weighted ball. Thiago drives it in. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
5 minutes till the break. Thiago. Rummenigge. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? And this is Del Piero. Shoots! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Del Piero actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Ronaldo. And it's Neymar. And there's the end of the first half. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, obviously no breakthrough as yet, but it's not from the want of trying. I think at a tight game like this, that penalty becomes a huge issue.
So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0.
Substitution for Pumas. Number 13, Mbappe. Number 11, David Villa. Number 1, Donadoni. Coming on the field, number 21, Alvarez. Number 10, Batistuta. Raul.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Barcelona have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. Okay, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
And this is Raul, and he decides to cross it. De Gea deals with that nice and simple. Barcelona could counter here. And it's Neymar. He's gone for goal! It's hit the crossbar. Del Piero. Looking to play him in. Well, that's been cut out, well played. Not the most accurate pass. Rummenigge. Driving forward. And he's worked it through. Thiago! Brilliant from Thiago!
And you know, this could well prove to be a pivotal moment in the match too. One of the star names scoring an absolute cracker to change the complexion of this second half. In front once more and with momentum.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into it.
Shot a goal! Wonderful from Del Piero! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Was there ever any doubt?
Not even a hint of hesitation. That is so...
And he shoots! Oh, that was a half-decent effort.
He did very well trying to adjust himself, but not the expected outcome.
Barcelona in a very solid position, 2 to the good. That's good running with the ball. Driving through the middle. It's Raul! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Oh, shooting chance! It's in! A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment. Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Now that looks a decent ball. Rummenigge. Big chance! And he hits the net. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
They've seen the light, and the opposition have been left in the dark.
Barcelona have reclaimed it. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. And he's there to retrieve it. Rijkaard cuts out the pass. Thiago. And there's his chance to lead the counter. McAllister. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Looking for the run. He has a look up, and the shot! Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. Barcelona present their opponents with the best possible chance here. Dealing with the pressure. Some save from De Gea. And it's Ronaldo. He's having a go. It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Thiago can see things others simply cannot. Just about up to 75 minutes. And no, that was never going to make it. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Neymar. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Chips it through. Del Piero! He should have put that one away.
Well, his movement has certainly picked up. He's got that decisive goal on his mind.
And we have our very first corner. Oh, smashing header! And he gets rid in a hurry. Thiago going face-to-face with his great rival. Alvarez. Van Dijk calmly anticipates. Rummenigge. Raul. McAllister. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. He's on it. Can he get away? Thiago. Thiago will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. That's a good run down the left. Rummenigge looking understandably energised after his goal. Great ball, and he's in here. And the finish! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting. And Del Piero! He's got a goal! Just cruising! They are cruising! That's wonderfully done. Crisp hit, true finish.
Really showed his coolness, Peter, by not getting flustered on such a tough skill. And for me, it was controlled perfection.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. And he cuts out the supply. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. And here's Thiago. Now there's a fine ball. Del Piero! It's a goal! And he is just ripping it up!
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
It's become a case of men against boys.